Chat, I lied, and I'm sorry, and I hope you can forgive me. But we're live. We're live. Is that okay? I said I wasn't going to stream at the weekend, and it's not going to be a long stream today because I've got to be up at 3 a.m. for the F1 at 4. So yeah, we're live, everyone. Hello. The light that's normally behind me has stopped working, so we're just sat in like what appears to be daylight. It doesn't look like I'm having a rave anymore. I'll let you decide if there's an improvement or not. But how are we doing, chat? Are we good? I haven't tweeted out the streams live yet. I've just spent 10 minutes trying to fix that light. I say 10 minutes. That's an exaggeration. But in the time where I normally run around, do the tweet to say we're live and do all the other stuff, I was just turning the light on and off, and it wasn't working. So we're here. Yeah, apologies for the fact we're late. Apologies as well to the future binge watchers, or maybe the future people watching back this VOD thinking, he said he wasn't going to stream at the weekend when I did. I lied. I'm an awful human being. Chat, I've not updated the thumbnail. On YouTube, I'm sorry, we're just going to have to go with clickbait and pretend we're still in the Champions League, and I hope that's okay. I'm not prepared today. You know what? That's fine, because we're going to have fun. I lied. We're live. Right, there we go. Tweet out the stream. How are we doing? I am going to bed before the F1 chat, just to be absolutely clear. It's not the plan to stream until 4 a.m. I lied. I'm sorry. I hope people turn up still. You know, I'll be honest, it's poor from me to tell people, yeah, there's no stream at the weekend. I'm having some time off, and then Streaming Jack is there going, more Apex, more I'm addicted. Look, is it a good problem to be addicted to the video game that you play for a job and as a living? There's probably worse things you can be addicted to, like heroin. So I'm going to view it as a positive. There will be no takeaway today, everyone. Wok made me pulled pork and nachos earlier. So shout out to Wok. And when everyone comes into the chat and says, I thought you had the weekend off, chat, you just have to say he lied. I'm going to get you to reply for me. Dapane, mate, thank you for the 7 months. Have I beat the alert there, or did the alert just not play? I'm not sure. Dapane, you definitely did. Why is that not? You're down there, mate. I don't know what to tell. Mark Viduka. I actually turned on and off the PC. So that's probably broken stuff because technology. Dapane, mate, thank you for the 7. And also, OP Market Garden, thank you for the 21. Yeah, I thought I was taking days off too, but I'm having too much fun. Thoughts on qualifying? Predictable. Nah, it was good. I enjoyed the F1 quality. It was a fun quality session, and my fantasy F1 team, chat, actually is immense this year so far. I've nailed it. Literally nailed it. Out of 1.5 million people, I'm tied with a load of people on 1,800th, but the only people ahead of me are people who've like played a triple captainship. I'm using Football Manager or fantasy football terminology because that's more widespread. My team is the most optimal team that could have scored in quali. So watch it go completely tits up in the race, and we look like an idiot. He decided to stream when I said movie at 7. Fake news. Fake news. Has Hamilton lost his touch? He never had it. Please don't. LH fanboys, don't murder. It's a joke. Humour. It might be subjective. I'm laughing. Even if you're crying. Let's play Football Manager, shall we? Please don't clip that with no context. I had Behrman. I mean, that is unfortunate. If you had Ollie Behrman and weren't in a position after the third practice session to change your team because you were still in bed, that is unfortunate. I'd like to apologise to the LH fanboys. I don't mean it. I feel like the Ferrari car was clearly tuned with high downforce in anticipation of rain tomorrow. I'm wondering how much other teams compromise their setups to have a good setup for the rain. That could be what makes it interesting. Sate, thank you for the hydrate. Recently, chat, someone left a YouTube comment saying, love the streams, catching up on everything, but it grates my gears and it makes a tingle down my spine when you drink into your microphone. To which I say, I'm sorry, but the mute button is too far away from me to reach every time I drink, so you just have to deal with it. It was the first time anyone's ever mentioned it, and now everyone's going to mention it. I know how the internet works. I just like water. Keeney, mate, thank you for the 81. Chat, are the alerts playing? Why are the alerts not playing? Keeney, did it pop up? I didn't hear the Vidookas. Is that concerning? Does the soundboard work today? So that's working. I'll just play this manually. I'll manually play for subs. How does that sound, chat? I don't know why the alerts aren't working. I don't know why the alerts aren't working. I like your Fulham shirt. It's not a Fulham shirt. It's a great football shirt that's trippy as hell. It says Japan World Cup shirt. Look at that. It's like I'm 3D. If you put on 3D glasses, chat, I'll appear as 3D on your screen. Oh, Jack, isn't it Kevin Mag for subs? It is. I don't have that on. I don't have that working. So that's unfortunate. Chat, I don't know why alerts aren't working today. Has Stream Elements said anything? Because my OBS says it's all connected okay. Have Stream Elements, Stream Elements, have they tweeted anything? Of course, it couldn't be an issue with my setup. It has to be an international issue. They've not tweeted anything. It's definitely unique to my setup. Oh. The alerts took the weekend off. Maybe that's it. Yeah, apologies, chat, for anyone coming in late being like, you said you weren't going to stream. I lied. I was too excited. Is that okay? I just want to stream for a couple of hours. This is going to be the shortest stream of Apex ever, which isn't saying a lot, because I don't think we've done a stream at under 3 hours 40 so far. But we're going to finish off the transfer window, and then we're probably going to play a few games in Europe. Can we get an ooh? Woo! I know, very exciting. For people who missed last stream, first and foremost, I'd recommend you just go watch it. Rather than this one. This one probably won't be as good as the last stream. Just going to say that now. We went on a crazy run, is what happened last stream. We managed to get through. In fact, the first qualifying round was one of the closest rounds for us, really. But yeah, we managed to beat the Bosnian champions, the Montenegro champions, the Moldova champions, and then we got battered by Celtic. But for our first season in Europe, to make the final qualifying round of the Champions League, if we'd beaten Celtic, we would have got into the Champions League stage. Admittedly, we were exposed as massive frauds in this game. First leg they won 3-0, second leg they won 4-1. So, not great. But I mean, in terms of the actual performance there. But the fact that we go into the Europa League stage is massive. We've made, I think, over £7 million just from that run alone. This financial graph, by the way, hasn't updated since we had 200,000 in the bank. And if you continues, this graph is going to look completely different. So, yeah, we've got 7.5 million in the bank. I asked the board for more money. They didn't give me any. So, shout out to the board. Yeah, that was annoying. And in terms of our draw in the Europa League, I'll be honest, for a Europa League draw, I actually don't think it's as easy as it could have been. There's a thing where I can show you the Europa League fixtures here. So you can see like the pots that the teams came from. So the two highest seeded teams, we've got Fenerbahce and Bilbao. You could argue the seed 2 teams are easy. Maybe. But then I'd point to Galatasaray and FC Lorient as 2 teams, which definitely won't be easy. Especially Lorient. Like, Lorient are in a low pot because they're not a team that normally qualify for European competitions. So their points for Europe are not high. But, like, the actual quality of their players is immense. For, like, a team that is in the lowest pot, like, they're the same rank as us. Is that right? Yeah, they are the same rank as us, chat. And that's, like... They're our pot 4 team, or one of our pot 4 teams. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice. And also, per win in the Europa League, we get £500,000. I'd quite like a few £500,000. So that would have been good. I think our draw is not particularly great. Even something like Utrecht. Utrecht's good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they are. Because of the database size, they have actually got their squad. Oh, chat. Oh, dear. Like, even Utrecht are not easy. Like, our draw is not good. What seed are Utrecht? Utrecht are like a pot 3 team. And Galatasaray pot 3 as well. It's unfortunate. is our European draw is really not good. Victoria Pleasant is perhaps the most likely game to win. Now, we signed a lot of players during pre-season, like between all the qualifying rounds, and I'm a bit concerned, chap, that we've got too many players that are considered star players. I don't feel like 7 players should be star players, so I kind of want to try and lower these clauses down. Oh, not clauses, these playing times down. And hope I don't piss off the players. I was thinking about this off stream. Like, we've got too many players listed as star players. Arguably too many players as, like, important players as well. Like, someone like Diaz is going to be on the bench a lot this year. I need to try and lower his playing time. I'm going to go with squad player and hope he doesn't cry. Valenzuela. Like, Valenzuela is our first choice right back. But even him, I'd like to try and lower his playing time if I can. And I'm hoping that because of players like Valenzuela and Inaba, whilst I've not signed replacements for them, the quality of the team around them has improved to such a degree. So long as I'm still telling them they're regular starters, they should be happy. Okay, this is a good start to the stream because this is the kind of thing that I'd forget to do. Do I need to lower Andre the Giant's playing time? Probably not, but it would make my job easier and everyone else is doing it. Worst case, I'd grovel and apologise. But yeah, chat, how are you all doing? Apologies for the fact I lied and said I wasn't streaming till Monday. I'm enjoying the save game too much. I was sat earlier with Wok and I was itching. I needed my Apex hit. So that's why we're here now. Figueroa. Chat, Figueroa I might end up selling if I can, because I don't think he's going to be on the bench. But he's already told me he's running down his contract. He's in export options at the end of his contract. He's not going to get homegrown at club anyway, because he joined us when he was 19. I might just let him go. Just popped in to say good luck. We'll catch the VOD tomorrow. Appreciate it, Pete. Chat, who else? Dutch Oven. I mean, everyone is lowering their playing time here, which is great. Part of me wants to get greedy and lower some of the players to squad players, but I find if you lower like a player's status too much too quickly, they're more likely to be upset by it. So if we can just do it as kind of like a gradual process, we let everyone know that they're not as important anymore. That would be good. I'm also finding it bizarre that with the chat option I say where I'm like, oh, I'm not sure you got the quality. Like, they get positive morale reactions to it. Which seems absolutely bizarre. Hi, Jack. I was heartbroken there was no Apex on the weekend. Glad to see you're as addicted, as dedicated as we are. Dedicated. Chat, did I lower Angel's get playing time here? I'll lower it now. I already talked to him, didn't I? Dutch Oven is probably going to be a backup this year. I'm going to have to lower him down to regular starter and then lower it later if I can. But at least we're doing it now before the league season started, because it means they're not going to get RC 2 games into the year. Ricky Ryan. Ricky. Apparently Ricky won't like to be considered a youngster, but I can change him to a fringe player and he's fine. We'll do that then. Gemini, I lied. We're streaming. Chat, I think we should keep count of how many people come in and ask, like, I thought you weren't streaming. Ulrich, I've just signed, but I kind of would like to lower his playing time. Ulrich, will you do this for me? Oh, my word. He actually will. What a great bloke. This is going to make playing time a bit easier to maintain. Al Hassan, will you lower yours? Am I about to get the entire... Okay. It was going... It was going far too well, wasn't it? It was going far too well. I'm a bit worried about Lincoln this year, because I think they've actually strengthened their team quite a lot. Also, in terms of the other teams we could have got in the Europa League, I mean, we could have had Sheriff. We could have got Sheriff, who we've already beaten in the qualifying rounds. To be fair, there's lots of very good teams in this competition. I'm still going to just say that we got a bad draw. If Newgan Straight refuses to generate a player's face, what do I need to do? you do the instructions properly. I wish I could give you more help than that. If you follow the instructions, I've never had issues. I've got to keep you on your toes. Did I watch F1 Quali? I did. Chat, last night I went to bed at 10 p.m. and woke up at 4 a.m. bright and early. I actually woke up at 4:30 for Quali at 5, thinking I'll just get myself used to waking up earlier. I'll be getting up, chat, even earlier. I'm going to get up at 3:30 tomorrow morning. That's why we're not streaming late today, because I do have to wake up. And I'm a bit sleep deprived right now from only sleeping for, 6 hours, but I didn't properly sleep in those 6 hours. Oh, yeah, we've got a player coming, haven't we, chat? At the end of the stream, chat reminded me that Saliou Faye was available. Chat, I'm so attached to this guy. I've already upgraded his face. Do you remember when he had a proper JPEG-y face before? I went out and found the most HD picture of him ever. Look how good he looks in his Senegal-like collar. This guy's 21 years old. We made an offer to sign him on £400 a week. Cosvon, look, mate, I'm really sorry. I can't offer tech support for Football Manager graphics issues when I'm streaming to people. If you need help, my Discord server might be able to lend a hand. Why up half an hour before the race? Because when it's raining before the race, it's interesting if any drama happens. And often, there's always stuff going on. I've got to catch the grid walk. It's the first race there. I need to see Pierre Gasly. The game he plays with the tennis balls where he's reflexy catching them. I need to watch that. Will foreign players that won't get homegrown at club and peak very early get sold this transfer window? Probably not, because I won't get a lot of money for them, so it's better to have them as kind of squad players. This guy we're not signing from Generation Foot, because Generation Foot's players won't join me. But this guy's been a free agent for a little while and has changed his mind about not wanting to join me, which is good. Oh, chat, I have to do the squad numbers. You know what? I did them properly for 4 years. I'm having a year off. It's a lot of effort. Jack, I'm buying a new laptop. Don't game, just watch you play FM. Do you recommend Intel or AMD? If you're not doing anything processor heavy, it really doesn't matter. Cliff, chat, is favourite for the top goal scorer, then Al Hassan, and then Maradona. You love to see it. Suck it, Elliot Goodman. I was actually looking to sign Elliot Goodman, chat. He wouldn't join us. Also, they've got a new player here that I've not seen before. Mohamed Amin. Oh, we looked at this guy before. They've signed him from Kia. I choose to believe that's the car factory in Iran. Kia cars famously made in Iran. He's quite a good striker, to be fair. Kaputsin, mate, thank you for the 7. Hello, Mr. Space. Am I ready for a rainy Melbourne? I am. By the way, the sub alerts aren't working, chat, so I have to manually play Mark Viduka. Please don't sub too quickly, or I'm going to be pressing that button a lot today. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Did Aleke get a club? Even if he did, even if he didn't, I wouldn't sign him. He's not good enough. We're beyond the days of Aleke now, chat. Also, pissing hell. It's the Pepe Reyes Cup. Am I not staying up all night to watch the F2 and F3? No. I'd rather get up early at 4 a.m. than stay up till 6 a.m. That must be a common take. There's definitely more people getting up for the race at 4 than staying up till the end of the race at 6. Chat, it's the Pepe Reyes Cup. This is the Community Shield equivalent. Also, here's the combined Dream 11 of our team and Lincoln Gibraltar's. They've got more players than us. Shameful. Oh, this is nervy. Well, now, we were only playing European qualifiers 3 days ago, and okay, good news. I did remember to rest the players. So that's a positive. Joey! Play the Viduka song. Thank you, Joey. 13 months. I appreciate you, mate. Thank you, thank you. You guys are so soft in Europe. Us Aussies get up at 4 a.m. for Premier League games. I mean, to be fair, I'm usually up quite late watching ice hockey. So I'm not going to say I'm being. I feel like it's easier to stay up late for the ice hockey. And also, I think there's a difference between getting up 4 a.m. for every weekend for Premier League games versus doing it once out the blue. Oh, yeah, YouTube gets the noises as well when I press the button manually. Valid point. Chat, question. Is Ulrich better than Williams? I think I prefer Williams. Is that a hot take? It's the elite tackling with the elite marking that I really, really like with Williams. He's also determined. I know he's lacking a little bit of jumping reach, but he's alongside Andre the Giant, so it's less of a factor. Do I have to have... Oh, okay. I do have to have the homegrown players. 4 players to train in Gibraltar before their 21st birthday. That is so annoying to have to deal with. I think this is currently our best team. I think right now, this is our best team. Garcia and Ryan have held their places. Suazo, we've signed. Suazo, chat, will drop down to the bench if Faye joins us. Because Faye, I'm going to be honest, Faye is different gravy. Like, Faye is an absolutely ridiculous player if we pick him up for £400 as a free agent. Like, we'll be living the dream. Kostic at defensive mid joined us halfway through pre-season. He's looked pretty good. I like the look of this guy a lot. I think he's going to be good. Have we got full-time trading? No. Only players on full-time professional deals will get full-time trading, and we don't go pro until the end of the year. Will more players become homegrown at the end of the season? Just one. Only Diaz this year. Chat, the team really can't be overhauled for a couple of years, as much as I might be tempted to do it, because I need to get some homegrown at club players. And the issue is, because of the limitation of 4 homegrown club players on the bench in all Gibraltar competitions, if I sign too many foreign players, I'll get loads of the younger players that are getting displaced from the first 11 wanting to force moves, but they're the players I need to keep around to be homegrown at club. Is the Gladiators theme back on the menu? It's not on a button, I'm afraid. Okay, chat. Early chance. Garcia. Andre! He's arrived. He's back. Cliff Garcia's Andre. A minute in. Do you reckon Lincoln Reddips are getting PTSD to last year? We're back. We're back. Garcia whips in. Andre's just bigger than them. Hinojosa in goal. What a joke. Awful player. Also, Bastardo. I have to chat. The alerts aren't working, so I'll just play music to go with them. I don't know why the music specifically has stopped working. It's very weird. They are popping up on stream. There's just no sound. No idea why. Answers on a postcard. Back post. Suazo? Suazo? Chat, it's a back post header. Have we become the thing that we hated the most? What's the aim of Europa League this year? How many wins can we accept? If we get more than 1 win, if we get 1 win, it's an overperformance. If we get more than 1 win, it's amazing. £500,000 per win in the Europa League. Okay. Chat, this is good. This is good. If you're coming in late, because I said I wasn't going to stream this weekend and I lied, don't worry, you've missed literally nothing other than me changing some player statuses and opening up this Pepe Reyes game. How much per loss? You don't get paid for losing, but if you draw, you get £125,000. Elliot Goodman's good, isn't he? He's a good man. That's awful. Apologies. This match is a pre-season Pepe Reyes Cup game, which is the Community Shield equivalent in Gibraltar. I think 2 wins are possible in the draw at home. I don't think so. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to be over. Our draw's very difficult in Europe. There's not many people turning up for the Pepe Reyes Cup. We had more people turn up for a friendly against Orlando City. There's lots of Glory supporters in Gibraltar, it turns out. They're big MLS fans. Groves, bang it. Bang it! Handball! Garcia's hit the woodwork and he was actually on. That's pain. Have you considered winning the Europa League and letting Lincoln win the Gibraltar League? So there's 2 teams for the Champions League coefficient. We are nowhere near good enough to win the Europa League, unfortunately. I think that was meant in jest, but if it wasn't, we're nowhere near good enough to win the Europa League. No, we made it to the league stage. We did well to get that far. I don't feel like Lincoln are that far behind us, which is concerning, but obviously they're a professional club, which makes it hard to compete with them for players, because players would rather sign for them on full-time deals than us on part-time deals. Bad boy, mate, thank you for the hot prospect. I can actually hit the Mark Viduka song. Mate, thank you for becoming a channel member over on the YouTubes. I appreciate you. Will there be highlighted/edited videos on YouTube? Yes. I've started editing, chat, the first thing. So the plan with this series, the plan with this save is that there will be separate uploads for each European campaign. So every season, there won't be a season recap, but there'll be basically a video which is, hey, here's what happened in this year's attempt to win the Champions League. And it'll go through all the qualifying rounds, and if we get to league stages, it'll cover that too. But in the very first video, I will be recapping the 4 seasons prior. He's offside. I'll be recapping the 4 seasons prior to us qualifying for Europe for the first time. Jack, the YouTube stream says you're playing Apex Legends. Why does YouTube try and be smart, chat? Every day I have to set it to be Football Manager, because for some reason you can't just permanently set the game that you stream. And because I've got Gibraltar Apex and Gibraltar is a character in Apex Legends, it confuses Football Manager. And we won't be simming the league from next year, no. If anything, I might instant result games when the title's already won if we're running away with it, but we won't be just simming seasons. I feel like you lose the connection with the players that you have. And on top of that, league games are so like interweaving with European games. Like rotation becomes like a challenge. It's 2-2 here, by the way. It's 2-2. They had so many players queuing up there. Musavi for them. That's the Iranian bloke. Right, let's make changes. Ricky Ryan, off you come. We were only playing against Celtic, chat, like 3 days ago. So I think there is some tired legs from our European campaign, which is somewhat understandable because this is our 9th competitive game of the season already, and for Lincoln, it's their 5th. The first Europa League game we've got is against Athletic Bilbao, I believe. Chat, does this go straight to penalties or extra time? I don't know. I don't care. We're going to get a goal. Valenzuela. Well, bloody hell. Well, the build-up here is big. Groves. Valenzuela. Floats it. Suazo! He scores. I don't know why I've said Suazo like that. It's like I'm playing bogeys with Dick and Dom. Except we shout Suazo. Oh. Yeah, Heaven, the lad who's been breaking into the Manchester United team in real life, he's playing for Redimps in this save game. Wouldn't join us. Wanted a full-time deal. I can't offer him that. We love Suazo. Why is there a kickoff highlight? Chat, I was so happy. It's mad that they've got a higher XG from 2 shots on target because they've literally been from in the 5-yard box. Oh, imagine if they get another. I don't want extra. If extra time's a thing here, I don't want it. Cancel it. Our players have already played too much. Good save, Angel. Come on. Come on. End the game. End the game. We'll take that. First silverware of the year. Pepe Reyes Cup is one of the greatest named trophies in world football. It is just the pointless Community Shield pre-season game. Do we care? We do not care. Save's done, everyone. We've won everything. Angel's doing a little dance. Look at it. It looks like the Ballon d'Or, really, doesn't it? It's just a 3D printed Ballon d'Or for the Pepe Reyes Cup. Our player is not holding the trophy correctly, but let's not criticise FM's graphics. You know, this game was made in 2023, so it's dated now, isn't it? How much money do we get for winning that? I don't think it's much. I'd love to be wrong. How much is it? It doesn't say anything about prize money. There's no prize money. It's just bragging rights. But you know what, chat? I love a brag. And now we've got a 12-day rest, which is good, I think, because we've had a long old pre-season and there's some tired boyos in our ranks. Chat, deadline day's in 3 days. We're about to get Faye joining us. Oh, Faye's such a good pickup. He's so good if he joins us. Has anyone else made a bid? Not yet. Not yet. Please join us. Top player odds. It's all Lincoln players. Sam Fogden. He's good. Guille. He's not bad. And Kamara. He's quite good too. They've got some good players. The board are rejecting all my requests to improve stuff because they're annoying. But that's life, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to sign anyone, chat. I don't think there's any point in signing anyone. Am I going to do a new career before the new one's out? No. I've just started this save game that's going to take me probably 20 plus seasons. I feel like, chat, if I sign like a backup fullback, I'm shafting myself. Because in domestic competitions, I can I have to have four homegrown in nation players. I'm already really pushing my luck by having Maradona, Dutchev, and Ulrich. And then below my head here, we've got the likes of MOD, Diaz, and Figueroa, who are going to expect to play regular football. There's not any good Gibraltarians, chat. Chat, I wish such thing as good Gibraltarians existed. It just doesn't. Like, I think it's quite telling that a lot of the players in the national team here, like, just play for Lincoln's youth team. Like, there just isn't really anyone worth signing. Is the sad reality. Because I'm going to end up with, if you exclude the non-homegrown players, like, there's so many players here already. I've got 17 players that aren't homegrown, so that's like 11 starters and 6 subs, but I can only have 3 of them on the bench at a time in league games. And because player time, playing happiness in terms of playing time, chat, it's really stupid in Football Manager, but players' playing time is determined by their league games played. Like, you could have someone who's like a first-team regular, but if you drop them in league games and only play them in Europe, they will complain that they're not playing enough in the league because of how FM's coded. So it's very difficult in this kind of situation to actually rotate the squad. And as someone's already pointed out, I have got like a player who I'm going to train to left-back coming in Duru. So when Duru joins us in January, he will be a player who I train to play left-back and could be a bit of a backup. Remember, chat, more people showed up to watch Apex play Celtic than live in the country. Yeah, quite literally. Yeah, Celtic Park, chat, had more fans in it than Gibraltar has population. So, as Yanks pointed out, there was probably a better starting 11 in the crowd of the game than there would be if you picked out Gibraltarian people. Jack, sign TJ DeBar. He's from Gibraltar and his quality. He's on £3,000 a week. That's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is he's shite. He's on £3,000. My total wage spend is less than 5,000. Chat, I'm afraid to say I will be taking no more chat suggestions for signings. You've had your chance and you've ruined it for everyone there. That is chat's chance there to scout a player for me gone. This guy, there's a few Croatian youngsters have been offered to me, but I just feel like if I sign anyone more than Faye, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot. The Lincoln Winnipeg strike is not affordable. The thing is, chat, Lincoln's players are on wages I can't compete with. Like Kevin, who Lincoln have just signed, is on £2,000 a week. That's like almost half what my entire squad's on. And they've got them on a full-time contract. Like they have more pulling power because they're fully professional. We will not be going fully professional to the end of the year. I feel like I'm pretty happy with the squad, chat. I don't need players from Gibraltar. That's the other thing. Chat's suggesting players from Gibraltar. That's not what I need. I need players homegrown in Gibraltar if I'm signing anyone for the bench. And in terms of homegrown in Gibraltar players, it's not an inspiring list. If I was going to do anything, chat, I'd go mental signing 18-year-olds and just filling out a youth team. But even then, it's like if you team players want £100 each, like I can't actually really fill out the youth team anyway. If there's people like Shola Agu who want to join for cheap, I'll take them. Also, Trax, thank you for the Prime. The alerts aren't working today, so I just have to manually press the button when I thank people. Thank you, mate. The wages are the issue, chat. Like, I just don't have money. Like, I know we've got £7 million in the bank because of Europe. My wage budget is that of like what's the average wage of a National League team in FM? I feel like our wage is probably below that. ADM Killer, there is a tool called NewGAN. That is, I'll type it out for you. It's called NewGAN Regen Faces, and it's a tool that allows you to assign the regen faces. Like, our wage budget, chat, is tiny. Like, it's actually a miracle we're competing like we are. Like, without all the Americans, without the Yank Bank, we would be lost. Is there anyone in the players actually good list that I should be looking at? I think some of these players probably weren't meant to still be in the players actually good list. And they're just here still, actually. Chat, these Japanese players look quite good. It was this guy. Was it this? No, it wasn't you. There was a Japanese player we looked at who played for a high school team who looked good. Is there any more high schoolers? I don't think so. Oh, hold. This was the guy, wasn't it? He wanted £1,000 last time. Has he lowered his demands? No. Like, ironically, in a few years' time, someone like this on a free for like £2,000, absolutely worth it, chat. As mad as that sounds. Like, our wage budget for next year is probably going to be like £40,000 or something absurd. And I'm not going to know what to do when it comes to building the squad. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, okay, chat. Saliou Faye has agreed a deal to join the club. Get him in. Saliou Faye joins us on a freebie. This guy for £400. This guy, £400. £400. And deadline day just automatically went through. You know what? I've saved myself there. Now, I know he's inconsistent and he's very one-footed. Look how good he is. Welcome to the club, my friend. Shadow Striker. He's so good. He's so good. I wish his dribbling was better. But we can work with it. I think we train his strength. You know, we get him in the gym, we bulk him up as our like shadow striker. You know, I was excited about him, chap, because between streams, I got an updated face for him and added him to the face pack. He is very, very good. For £400, we're chilling. He isn't registered for Europe. When does the registration window for Europe happen? Today! Oh, excellent. Right, well, we'll have to fix that in just a moment. I don't know who's getting unregistered to add him in. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Lobby stars. Chat, we've just been offered this guy. How much? 18 to 190k. He wants a wage of NA. Excellent. He won't get homegrown at club. Chat, is the finances graph updated? That's an important question to ask. Chat, it's not fully updated. That's where we're at now. Remember that dip that we had where we were in debt? Can you remember when we were in debt and it looked really scary? That's the debt. Chat, the graph is just completely broken. That's our balance up there now. Well, that's good. Bonuses, yeah, you can have that. Our first game in Europe, chat, is against Bilbao. Now, the good thing about the European games is I don't have to worry about the ridiculous homegrown in nation rule. So, like, Swazo, I can just drop to the bench. Remember when we were in debt? That debt has just vanished. This is like a little blip. Remember that clause that we sold to get out of debt, chat, and we were like, just delighted about the graph moving up? That's that. This is like a tenfold bigger increase. The graph's actually broken at the moment. I need to save, chat, a best 11 for the league and a best 11 for in Europe. I mean, in Europe, you just register loads of players, don't you? It literally doesn't matter. But like, we can have like MOD and Diaz. I think he's probably worth having on the bench. I think that's our team for Europe when everyone's fit. Best XI EU. Then we remove the bench. Right, chat. Someone here who's not homegrown has got to go on the bench. Leave the bench. I think I try and lower Maradona's playing time. I don't think I lowered it earlier. Mate, you give me an impact sub. Oh, you beautiful man. I've loved Maradona from the beginning. Thing is, his versatility is actually kind of nice on the bench. So I'm probably weaker without him. Ulrich probably shouldn't be on the bench. If I'm being realistic, Ulrich is the man who shouldn't be on the bench. He is the imposter. You know what? J Key gets back on the bench, chat. J Key is just going to be in this squad forever at this current rate. Let's save the new 11. Do the random Spanish team in Gibraltar have any players who are homegrown in Gibraltar? I don't think so. They don't really generate players. Right, chat. When's the registrations of the Champions League? Because I don't want to miss that thing, but I've not the inbox item. Oh, there it is. Okay. Bloody hell. Lock in, everyone. So if I remove anyone, it has to be someone who's not homegrown at club to register Faye. Or homegrown at nation. Oh, that makes it tricky. Chat, MOD might have to be unregistered. MOD might be the man. I mean, I have a lot of depth at defensive mid now. And MOD is like 5th choice. That is just the most sensible change. You can register whenever you want. Not in European competition, Subway Sweden. Not if you've gone through the qualifiers, because it uses your already registered squad. Okay, Faye's in chat. Apologies to the MOD fans. I think Faye's going to be such a good player for us at centre attack mid. I mean, he's comfortably our best player. Like, comfortably. I just realised the best 11 in Europe chat now includes players that aren't registered. That's awkward, isn't it? I mean, on the one hand, I feel a bit sad for MOD. On the other hand, Woolly Mammoth gets to go on the bench in European games. And as just a throwback, I think people can get behind it. So Swazo kind of becomes the backup centre attacking mid / striker, and then Maradona becomes the backup winger. To be honest, chat, Figueroa's already told me he's running down his contract. Part of me wants to sell him because I know he's going to run down his contract. Part of me thinks he's probably just worth having on the bench in Europe, isn't he? Now, you know what? I need him for European depth. Chat for Europe, is it worth going more conservative? I don't think so, no. I think we stick with what we've played. Like, chat, we're probably going to get battered in most games. Is like the sad reality. But I'd rather try and play on the front foot. And if we can get a win, it's worth a lot. For context, chat, we made it to the Europa League stage, having won the league last year. For every win in this competition, you get £540,000, which is like ridiculous money. Like, draws are worth a lot. Like, a draw is worth celebrating for us. Prize money per win. Chat, our current squad is on how much? I'm going to do some quick maths here. Right. Our current squad is on 5,000. We'll call it 5,500. I know that doesn't include bonuses. So our annual wage spend is £286,000. So one win in the Europa League covers all the wages for the next 2 years. So yeah, we just need to win one game at some point. It's probably not going to be the game against Athletic Club Bilbao. I'll be honest, but we can try. Rwanda have made an offer for some bloke. Are you on my staff chat? He's one of the people who I think I'm following from my mass following sprees. 1 second. Where's the social media following bit? I follow two. Remove these followers. Just one win, chat. One win and we're laughing. I am tempted to remove Dutch Oven as captain, but I don't feel like he's fallen down the pecking order quick enough yet. Like, Groves is probably long-term captaincy material for us as centre mid. But I feel like it's not worth upsetting them yet, because I think Dutch Oven and Cliff, there should almost always be one of them on the pitch. And to be fair, for when there's not, I can just set up Groves to be the one who takes it. Between them, there'll definitely always be a player of them on the pitch. Gibraltar Apex, second place in terms of player wages per year. I don't know if we are yet. I can't tell you, though, until we've played a league game, because football might... Actually, that's not true. Because with this skin, we can actually look at the wage budget and wage spend of every club. So we spent £5,900, chat. That's our committed spend with a few pending transfers joining later. Glasses' wage spend is peanuts. Lincoln's wage budget, chat, is $35,000. They spend $30,000 a year on wages. We spend our wage budget is still like 5 times lower than theirs. just for a little bit of context, like, people who think we're going to walk the league this year, nah. Manchester 62 are spending 5,500. Magpies have cut theirs a little bit. Mons Calpe are spending 7,000 on wages. So I think you're right. Our wage budget's still only the fourth biggest. And all the other teams, I think, the teams who spend more, all their players are on full-time deals. Like, they're fully professional clubs. I'll tell you what, chat, this summer our players' wages might get very quickly out of control. We've got our first European game in the Europa League coming up, everyone. How does the Europa League theme tune go? It's like, oh, da, 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 oh. It's something like that, isn't it? Is that the Europa League theme tune? I'm not having a seizure, I promise. How did Europa have 1 million plus in the bank at one point? At the start of the save game, they have a lot of money because they've historically always finished near the top. I mean, the fans think 18% chance. 18% chance we can get a win. Arfin, they're smoking. We can look, chat, with this skin at the season preview for the Media Dream 11 of the Europa League. Spoilers, it's got lots of Manchester United players in it. And Osimhen, Højlund, the Keeper, Leipzig are in this competition too. Chat, we're never winning this. Like, to be who is our player in this list? How far down here are we? Oh gosh, chat. Oh no, that's a guy we've got shortlisted. Faye. Faye is one of our players on the list. The guy we've just signed. And then the next player of ours is Suazo, who's just been dropped to the bench. Actually, we've not checked, chat. What has the coefficient changed with us making the Europa League like we did? Did we bump up the score much? Oh, 3,100. And the last 5-year average took a 0.8. So the coefficient for Gibraltar is going to go up to 8.833. Liechtenstein are about to fall off massively. Armenia, Kosovo. I'm assuming a lot of these teams are already out of all the European competitions. Does that mean Gibraltar's going up to 44th? Have I mathed that correctly? 44th, probably? And that's before we maybe win some games in the group stage. Does anything change for 44th? No. If you get to 36th, one of the teams joins the Conference League later. The issue is that Faye doesn't play defensive mid, and he's not good enough defensively, I don't think, to play in my system. I'd rather use his creativity going forward. There's no point trying to play roaming playmaker. Okay, chat. It's our first game in the Europa League. We need to save the game for the benefit of editing Jack, who might need this at some point. EU Europa League G1. Game 1. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. Chat, should we do a tweet? Should we just do a little tweet to say that we're still live? Let's do it. Also, Whitey, I've just seen that you're here. I didn't get a chance to put the kits in, but because I've played all the qualifying rounds with one kit, I figured I should have consistency for the season. So the pack that you sent me, I'm going to add in for the next season. Also, Siddy, thank you for subbing. And also, Scott, I'm so sorry I missed your raid. I'll play some Vidukas. I can't hear the soundboard when alerts are happening. And I think it's a skill issue with me. But I appreciate you both. Right. Let's do a tweet. You still playing this? Do a real job, Paul. I love my job. My real job, chat, is pretending to be a football manager. And ironically, I might make more from managing a team in Football Manager than like a real Gibraltar Premier League manager makes managing a Gibraltar Premier League side. How funny is that? And if that annoys people, that makes me feel so good inside. Like, genuinely, I'm glad that annoys people. Maybe that makes me a bastard. The fact my real job is playing Football Manager, amazing. Mental. I love it. Okay, we've tweeted out that we're live. We didn't beat anyone in the Europa League playoff. We made it all the way to the top four, or the fourth round, rather, of the Champions League qualifiers and got battered by Celtic. It was terrible. The General! Mate, thank you very much for the 6 months. I think you should train Groves as a forward so you can name him Striker Groves. Is that meant to be like a pun on Biker Grove? The old TV series. Is that what you've gone for there? Or has the joke actually got over my head? Probably that. You staying up or waking early for the F1? I'll be waking up early for the F1. I worked a real job and I bloody hated it. My job is just to hit start stream and just play video games. I don't have to be entertained. I'll just play a game. It's very easy. It's like how DJs or radio hosts, they just turn up and speak into a microphone and hit go live. Not a real job, radio hosts. It's like TV presenters. Not a real job being a TV presenter. They just talk. Rolo, mate, thank you for the Prime. Again, soundboard's not working for the alert, so I have to manually press a button. How did I start my job and pretend to be a football manager? I was a student with too much free time a decade ago. What did I do for a living before playing FM? I worked in video games as a cinematic artist and then in marketing. How good would you rate your squad? Would it get promoted from the Championship? It would struggle to get promoted to the Championship, I think, is our squad. Right, chat, I've stalled enough. Just as a reminder, all the European games are edited into videos for YouTube, so I have to be a little less interactive with the chat during them. But let's be honest, it's just going to be me having a meltdown anyway. But this is our first game in the Europa League. This is big, everyone. We're taking on Athletic Bilbao, who in the Media Dream 11, Unai Simon plays for and is labelled as a world-class goalie. How many can Cliff get past him? That's the real question. We've got a debut for our deadline day man in Saliou Faye. 21 years old. Look at him. Ignore the fact he's inconsistent and ignore the fact that in real life he plays for a Belgium second division team now. In this universe, he's good enough for us. And he's our big earner on £400. He has to turn up big. Around him, it's the team that got us through the Champions League qualifiers. It's a familiar-looking team. Faye needs a number. What year was he born in? 06. So I can't give him the number 6. God, we're too far into the future. Faye's too young, isn't he? No, chat, what number do you reckon Saliou Faye's favourite number is? I don't even know. I wish I knew. Faye, what is your favourite number? And it's not 69. Media opinion is he needs to find a new club. Senegal media are harsh. You know what, chat? He's born on the 3rd month of 2006, number 36. It just makes sense. Oh, 36 is the first number I have free. It was meant to be. Okay, let's see how we fare. We're at home, and this is Gibraltar v Spain. Not to get political, in real life, Spain and Gibraltar aren't allowed to play against each other in international, group stage games. They're split apart. Not here. Not in Apex land. Welcome to the land of crap trees, Bilbao. Enjoy your stay. Their team's very good, isn't it? I actually know that you actually know their players. You kind of look at their team and go, that's players I recognise. Oh, at least we get to enjoy the cutscene. Look at it. The Glory supporters are out for the 2 games they turn up to every year. I wish I could hear the Europa League theme tune, but copyright and all that. Look at it. We've arrived on the big time. Let's just have a quick look at that team. Inaki Williams. He might be 33. He's still quite good. Serrano. He's good. He's quite good. Sansei. I mean, I'm not being funny, chat. I've just bigged up Faye for us. That's my best player against their best. Well, it's not even their best player. It's just against their number 10. They've got Laporte at the back, or Laporte. Apologies. Mon ami. Right. What can we do? Saliou. Wait, Saliou. Faye has Saliou on the back of his shirt. That's going to throw me off. Right, I'm adapting. He's here. A win is worth £500,000. If we start winning a game, it's bigger than winning, like, a cup competition in Gibraltar. Like, it'd actually be ridiculous to win any game. Inaba, that is not a good ball, is it? Chat, we do look all over the place. Inaki Williams is quick. He's 33. Groves, great hack. Oh, no, Valenzuela. You idiot, that's not a good hack. I mean, Inaki Williams is down injured, so that, you know, tick that off. Well done, lads. That's one hit done. But there is VAR. And I think it's probably going to give a penalty here for Nico Serrano. An Angel, who was the hero of the Champions League run on his debut in the Europa League, now just has to save a penalty 8 minutes in. Good luck, Angel. Oh my God, he saved it. Okay, we're in it. We're in it. We're in it. And we're going to encourage the players. Come on! That's their only shot in 16 minutes. It's their only shot in 20 minutes. We've kept them quiet for a quarter of the game. Not quite a quarter, but you know what I mean. They're on the attack again. Serrano, Angel, please. Don't give away another penalty, Valenzuela. You're an actual cockwomble! What are you doing? Was that outside the box? Far outside the area, I think. No era penal. No era penal. Chat, maybe this is our day. Maybe this is our day. I've just got a feeling now. It's all going our way. They've got a corner, mind you. Oh, no. I don't like this. Laporte. I mean, they go away from our goal. That's fine. It is now halfway through the first half and still 0-0. That's all I'm going to say. We've lasted 22 minutes and 44 seconds. And Inaki Williams scores. We've tried. You know what? We've turned it. We're getting a bloody good go. Have we actually had a shot yet? No. I mean, to be fair, that is their second shot after the penalty of the game. I kind of want to sub off Valenzuela now. I don't have anyone to bring on, so I don't really have a choice. He just has to stay on. Encourage the players. That's for calling Bilbao Spanish. I'm sorry to the Basque people amongst us. Vencedor. Oh, Angel makes another save. Chat, is this just Angel's day? Plazen, who were playing later on in the group stage, have just taken the lead in their game. Oh, imagine. Inaba. He came from Japan. He's a good little man. He's going to put it on a plate for my mate, Valenzuela. Bang it. Redeem yourself. That's a goal kick. I thought it had been saved. It went so far over. He skied it. Now they've got a corner. Not like this, Andre. Good win. That's why Andre the Giant is in the team. Andre, you're meant to be in the box. I don't like it. I don't. Offside, Lino. Good, Lino. I mean, considering how good they are, this is respectable so far. I don't want to jinx it because they've had a penalty missed and an offside goal. But we're hanging on in there. There's a point where I have to go for this game. When is that point? Encourage the players. Look at that. Green, happy, smiley faces. We're going to score now. I'm going to look like a genius for pressing the right buttons. Or we're going to concede, and I'm going to just be like, well, shouts are pointless. My players were sad. I did a shout. They got happy and conceded immediately. What is the point? And Aki Williams is through. What is the point? There's a VAR check. I think he's onside. The linesman's not flagged. There's a goal. Well, that is unfortunate. Was it close to off? No, not really. I mean, look, it's 2-0 at the break. We kept it respectable. I will admit, we've not really created enough. We're not connected with many of our crosses today. Yeah, well, yeah. Chat, that's a lot of crosses not to connect. Low crosses in the second half. I mean, from the looks of that, we've crossed a lot into the box. It's just not going to Garcia. There's a lot of angry players. Do I bring off Cliff and bring in Suazo? I feel like Suazo's aerial ability could be good. But Andrew, he has no strength. He's just going to get bullied by Lepore and friends. Cliff's got to stay on. I've got an idea, but it's probably awful. But we are 2 goals down. I mean, Ricky Ryan is furious, and I'm furious with him. He's not been good enough this year. Getting Maradona. Kostic is on a booking. Bring in the Dutch oven. Bring on the captain. You know what? I think that's what we're lacking. Leadership. The reality is... We're losing 2-0 here against Athletic Bilbao. I don't think it really matters how we set up. We're always likely to get battered. In some ways, the fact that they've only had 3 shots on target should be celebrated. Mekay George, dude, thank you for the 32. And also, Tivy, thank you for the prime as well. Guys, I appreciate it. Sorry the alerts are broken today. They've created nothing in the second half, but we're not creating anything either, and that is a fundamental issue. I got a plan. Faye plays centre mid on attack. Suazo comes up top to be our big meaty forward that we just pump the ball towards. It's weird. He probably should play target forward, even though the star ratings aren't good for it. I'm just looking at the bench and it's very uninspiring is the issue. There's just no good depth on our bench. I think that's what we go for, chat. I mean, we're sacrificing a bit of strength in the midfield. I will change a couple of instructions, actually. Play wider, hit it into space, distribute it to the flanks. So the changes we made against Celtic. We have had more chances than them in this half. Dutch oven, imagine. It wasn't far wide. Like, we have had the better of the second half, dare I say. Like, they have taken their foot off the gas. I think we stay on low crosses, chat. They'll still occasionally go in the air to Suazo, but fitted balls in. Oh, good! Suazo scores, imagine. We've got 15 minutes. Come on! Come on! Dare to dream. Dare to dream. It's a gift. Dutch oven reads it. Al Hassan picks it up. It's very fortuitous. It's a slide tackle that goes straight to Suazo. But we do not care. Right, chat. Oh, I want to believe. I want to believe. Encourage the players. Fight with courage. Play with passion. Love the game. Enjoy yourself. But enjoy it by being disciplined. Everything's fine. They've hit the post. Everything's fine. A draw would be worth £180,000. Just one more goal, lads. That's all we need. Al Hassan is a bit tired. Let's take him off and bring in Figueroa. I'm running out of changes to do at this point. There's not really any more changes to make. That's it. That's it right there. I've done what I can. Come on. Something. anything. Something late. 4 minutes of added time. Where is the giant? Andre! Oh, it's been saved. Keep it alive. Figueroa, dive if you have to. Play for the pen. Giant, Dutch oven, Figueroa. Oh my God! Come on, Ramon! Come on, Ramon! Vamos! It's gone through the keeper's legs. I thought when they dealt with the corner, the chance was gone. Close your legs, son. You've just been pannered. Figueroa, I'm talking about kicking him out of the club. He's just put it through a world-class goalkeeper's legs. Oh, my word. Have we just got a draw? We've got a draw. Come on. £200,000. We'll take it. Dutch oven on off the bench, man of the match. Do not disrespect the Dutch oven. Wow. Is that our biggest result ever? I don't know how we've managed that. That is. Someone has pointed out that was fraudulent. That was fraudulent. That is a fraudulent win. If I say win, it's a draw. £180,000. Give me the money. Give me the money. U4 team come unstuck. What are you chatting about, son? Dutch oven, man of the match. My hero. Chat. This time, a year and a half ago, he was playing amateur football in the Netherlands. Now he's beating 2-2 Athletic Club Bilbao. Oh my word. That income we've just made, chat, covers more than half our annual salary for the players. The annual wages at the club are about £250,000. Oh my word. We're rich. We're actually rich. Give me more. We've got Link. This is the worst thing, chat, about being in Europe. I'm going to have to worry about games like Lynx midweek. I really should probably set up that 4-2-4 as the backup tactic, shouldn't I? Oh, I'll tell you what. We made some good changes. Was that a record attendance? Record attendance, ladies and gentlemen. 2,040 fans. Come on. Come on down, welcome in. The mental thing about playing Athletic Club Bilbao and then playing Lynx, like, it's very, very funny. Like, this is Lynx's key player, chat. But this is the weird thing about this, like, save game and the teams we have to play. Like, there is going to be such a weird contrast between our midweek games and our weekend games consistently. Chat, that's what we've played before, what we have to play next. I mean, at this point, do I just play the B team? Oh, also, Lincoln just scraped a win 2-1. Oh, chat, look at this. The Gibraltar TV revenue has gone up by 9%. One day, this will be worth millions. It's not worth millions yet. For people who don't know, Gibraltar's TV money is hyper dynamic. It will just explode at some point. I have a save game in the year 2090, where it's just a director of football save, where the yearly TV money for the GFL is like £160 million. The one day the Gibraltar Football League will be a lot more competitive than it is now, with all the teams getting tens of millions. That day is not going to be for a little while. Magpies have just won 8-0 against Europa Point. I can't believe what's just happened. Jack, off topic, aren't Angel and Diaz under 21 status? Sadly not, no. Angel's 21 and Diaz is 21 too. Oh, chat, do I now just play... I mean, does Dutch Oven come in to play Lynx? Probably. There's going to be a lot... I kind of want to play Cliff in every league game, but like Maradona can come in often. Swazo for Faye can happen often. There's no right back selected. What happened to the... Where's the right back gone? Valentino Diaz, you can play right back now. Jack, my dog is named after you. If that's true, it warms my heart. Chat, if we now lose to Lynx, would it be the funniest thing ever? No, it wouldn't be. Just to be clear, it wouldn't be funny. Don't laugh. I mean, I feel like I can play like Ulrich in this game and not have an issue. Like, does MOD come in? The dog's just named Jack. That must get really confusing if the dog's watching my videos. Diaz is homegrown at club at the end of the current year. Oh, Diaz didn't need to be registered. I'll take it all back. Neither did Woolly Mammoth. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it would change a lot because I'm not sure MOD would be coming on anyway. Chat, remind me that for next year. Why did my assistant not point out that? Chat, we've got 1,000 people watching. One person noticed it. 999 of you are as bad as me. To be honest, I don't think it changes too much. Should we give Shola Agu a game? Chat, should we let Shola play? Chat, am I going to end up rotating the team like crazy here? Like, we should batter links. My concern is if I rotate the team too much during the league games and then bottle games, then I have to deal with... Well, if I rotate the team too much, players will complain about lack of first-team football because players' playing time is largely based off league games. So if I'm not playing them in league games, they cry. I feel like we bring Bonsu on off the bench. I want Cliff to get goals. Cliff's the one man I'm not rotating out. But like we could have Bonsu on the bench. Agu, I'm going to train to play left inside forward. And then Brito is going to start as our backup left back. He is probably our best homegrown nation player. And I feel like in the fullback areas, you can get away with having weaker players. Like against Lynx, this team should get a result. This is such a weird-looking rotated team, isn't it, suddenly? I've not dropped Williams here. Should we drop Williams? We could play Woolly Mammoth. No, we're not playing Woolly Mammoth. Let's not be ridiculous here. I think I play Andre, actually. To be fair, valid point that our goalkeeper is probably our best homegrown in-nation player. There might be times where I rotate the goalkeeper in the league, chat. We're a vibes-operated business here, a VOB. Who's our next European game, chat? Were you guys paying attention to it? Oh, imagine if the first time I ever get complacent and rotate the team in the league, we lose. Like, our rotated team is better than Lynx's team. No one can convince me otherwise. Our next game is against Utrecht. That's not easy. That's a good point, actually, Simple Simon. Like, this year's a weird year because we have all this money from a European run and we're in a European League stage, but we've not gone full-time and the budgets haven't been recalibrated for all the European money. So I kind of want to have this expectation of doing stuff in Europe, but without a European squad. And I want to rotate the team so we can fight in Europe because the European prize money is worth a lot to us. So is a Maradona header. That'll do me. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Agu, on his debut, by the way, Nigerian lad we've picked up. Is he going to follow in the footsteps of Sam and Nentaka Bangs and be crap? I hope not. I hope not. Our wage budget, chat, for next year is going to be like bananas. Because we made it to the Europa League stage, we made like almost £8 million. And normally in your first like European run in this kind of save game, like you probably make it a few qualifying rounds in and crash out and get like 2 to 3 million. But because we had such an insane run in the very first like shot, it's going to give us such a leg up. It's going to be kind of wild. Rotate the team against big European teams to take a spanking. The thing is, we've just played our toughest game in terms of seeding in Europe against Athletic Bilbao, and we drew. And you know, look, Agu and Maradona are just working together. They've assisted each other now. We're chilling. And we're going to hoard youngsters. That will probably be something for the longer term now, no matter. Yeah, it would be nice, chat, wouldn't it, to like flesh out an under-23s and under-18s team and get a proper academy going. Like, I'd love to be in a position, chat, where next year the wage budget explodes like tenfold. And whilst I don't need to spend all that wage budget, I can basically use it to sow the seeds of like a proper academy. Preferably like a fair few young English players, because English players can play for the Gibraltar national team after 2 years. Foreign players get Gibraltarian nationality after 2 years, but they need another 3 years in the country to play for the national team. I think it's all UK, like British nationalities. 2 years and you're instantly eligible. I'm really enjoying this save game, though. To the people who are coming in who may be arriving later, because I said I wasn't going to stream at the weekend, apologies. I have just been enjoying this save game too much and not able to put it down. That's going to be a pen. Is Cliff on it? Is Cliff on it? Cliff's on it. You know it. We know it. Please don't miss Cliff. We missed 2 penalties in our European qualifying run as well, didn't we? Cliff missed one and Ricky Ryan missed one. He's not missed that one. Oh, we're chilling. That draw against Bilbao is so mad, isn't it, in terms of the prize money? Like, it's such a weird situation where we're like a team with like the finances of a national North and South team. But we're just sat with £8 million in the bank and then just getting like £200,000 like for just a draw. Right, no clean sheet bonus to pay out. No clean sheet bonus to pay out. We're chilling. Imagine if the Gibraltarian team, chat, drew against Bilbao in the Europa League, like in this kind of situation, like, and they were down 2-0 with 20 minutes left. I don't know if it was 20 minutes. It might have been more. It might have been less. This year, we probably will rotate the team like we are here, though, against kind of mid-table and lower-end teams. Might make our league performance suffer a little, which is a bit risky because you expect Lincoln to be flawless. But with this league stage campaign, I want to be on it. Might spend less money on salary this year because of goal bonuses. Well, that's true, actually. If the big guns aren't scoring, we're fine. Swazo with another. Swazo's popping up with goals, isn't he? From centre attacking mid. Jack, how do I deal with my keeper who's absolutely amazing on paper, absolutely reeking? Is he actually reeking, or are you watching key highlights and he's just not making those saves? Like, what versus his XG per 90, how's he actually performing? The amount of Zealanders and videos that would have been made from this save, true. That guy that's not Zealand but looks like him and does the kind of real world football videos, he'd be farming content off this. It feels like a weird come down now, just playing links. Also, McKay George, I think you subbed during the game earlier. I'm really sorry I missed that. My alerts are not playing music today, and I'm not entirely sure why, but I appreciate you, mate, and I'm sorry I missed that. I think that must have happened during the Bilbao game. I was probably running and screaming in my microphone at the time, so apologies. Are we getting close to Insta-result in these kind of games? Not really, no. Because especially with this kind of save game, chat, where I'm rotating the team so heavily, I kind of want to see how these players perform. I'm going to give Swazo a rest because I might need him in the next game. And we're going to give Bonsu his debut. I have some high hopes for this guy, chat. We've signed him on a free transfer. He's a free agent, age 16. We've snapped him up. He looks pretty good. We'll bring him on for Cliff at the break because I'm going to need Cliff next game. You know what? Andre can have a rest as well. We'll bring in Ryan Williams. Like, the squad rotation is really important as well. Like, and I can't really do that if I'm instant resulting. We have to win the league, otherwise we could be in trouble. If we fail to win the league this year, we'd go into the Conference League qualifying rounds, which would be pretty difficult to navigate through, but might be possible. But we'd be in a situation where if we don't win the league this year, the European qualifiers would be a case of if we lose, we're out, and we don't make the league stage, if anything. But obviously this year we kind of had that safety blanket of knowing if we lost, oh, we're still in the Europa League. Okay, Faye. Okay, you heard me waffle. He was like, Gaffer, watch this. That is why he's our best player on £400. Generation Foot released him. He's been a free agent for a little while. He's better than everyone else in the team. What is that? He's Trevellered it into the top corner. Am I playing Football Manager or EAFC? Like, what was that? It's an unreal goal, to be fair. Can't even be mad. Well, good news, everyone. We're going to beat Lynx. So, Grandma, if you're watching, I don't need any more Lynx for Christmas. Their heat map is just their goalie holding it and the penalties. I've just noticed the penalties, the kickoffs, which is quite funny. The good news is, because we went on such a good European run this year, bizarrely, if we missed out on European League football next year, we'd be fine, probably for 2 years without European League football. In terms of the finances we've amassed. Like we've got such a good safety net now. Winning the Rock Cup is also just Conference League, sadly. I mean, I'm pleased that we've rotated the team and won handsomely, because this is going to be very essential to, like, just the squad management, and this isn't something we've had to worry about before. Big result against Lynx. What will be quite fun is, chat, in the future, like, we'll play, like, a youth team in these games, and you'll really get to see the youth development happening in the league games whilst the first team plays elsewhere. Cliff Garcia played 10 hours without scoring before that game. Cliff? How had that happened and I hadn't noticed? Cliff hadn't scored in 10 hours. That's mental. Okay, well, apparently Maradona doesn't want to be praised for an 8.4. I'll go fuck myself, shall I, son? Okay, Faye can have a rest. Andre and Williams get a rest too. Chat, why is my right back not showing up here, but he is actually picked? Like, he's there. I can see he's there. Let me... Valenzuela, chat, is just missing off the list. Have I accidentally filtered him out? Oh, yeah, I filtered out right-sided players. I'm not a fan of the right wing. Apologies, chat. You know, old habits. Do you know if you can transfer a save game from Game Pass to PC to Epic Games? I believe if you've got the game... I think it's the exact same. I assume you've got like the copy of the game on Game Pass just downloaded locally and not in the cloud. I think it'd be fine. Right, chat. We're away against Utrecht in our next game. Their key player is Iqbal, who I will just compare to Faye. I mean, I'll be honest, the gap isn't as big as I thought it was going to be. What I would say in response to that is Faye is comfortably our best player by, like, a massive margin. Suazo is apparently our second best player in terms of star ratings. I don't think that's true. Yeah, to be fair, Cliff Garcia just didn't score against Sheriff Celtic or Bilbao. Or Lincoln. It's not actually... Although it was a goal drought, wasn't exactly like, oh my gosh, he's washed. Any score predictions for this next one? I feel like home and away advantage matters a lot more. In Europe. I don't know what. I guess I feel like Football Manager does simulate travel. Like, I'm 99.9% sure that is all that actually, like, simmed in. Save the game for editing, Jack. Ricky Ryan, chat. Has he fallen off? Plus L plus ratio. Maradona has been very good for us. Would it be controversial to bring in Maradona? Like Ricky, 6.48 in 10 games. He's struggled against the bigger teams. That's literally what this entire competition is. I'm going to bring in Maradona. How do we get Faye? He turned down Generation Foot to come to us. And I updated his face because he had like a PNG. Well, no, it was like a JPEG face. I want us to win this game. We've got a lot of players one booking away from a suspension already, considering this is our second game of the league stage. I'll probably bring Ricky Ryan on off the bench. I feel like his pace could be useful, but I am going to start Maradona in this one. The rest of the team is pretty much full strength here. We rotated midweek, got a nice win. This is... I want to say this is probably going to be a tougher game. That last game was tough. Like, they missed a penalty, had a goal offside, and then we came back. I'm scared, chap. These big stadiums are intimidating. I'm used to playing in our shed with, you know, like a park bench behind one of the goals. Look at their trees. Even their trees look better than ours. Right, you know what? We can't watch this cutscene for every game. Right. Europa League stage. We drew the first game. Imagine. VAR better not rule that out. I want to dare to dream. Saliou's doing a dance. Faye, you need to calm down, son. It's going to count. It's going to count. Come on. Taking on a Dutch giant. We'll use the word giant loosely. Utrecht, not a bad little team. Oh, my word, Faye. Oh, my word, Faye. Miles on. Why even draw the lines? Stop the count. Stop the count. I need to move my water bottle away from in front of me. I'm scared I'm going to knock it over if we score another. Jensen, nice tackle. If Valenzuela gives away another penalty, I'm really going to lose patience with him because he does it too often. Oh, Cliff! Cliff, please, don't bottle it. You've got so much time. He's hit the post. He didn't even really bottle it. It was a good attempt. Oh, that's such a good chance. It's such a good chance. Is that the kind of chance you live to regret? Kostic. Woodwork? No rebound. We've hit the woodwork twice in the first 12 minutes. Somewhere in the UK, I can hear RDF Tactics screaming in the background. He's getting mad about the woodwork being hit even in my save game. Valenzuela, Groves, chat, we're bullying them. We're bullying them. Grovesy! Okay, cut. We're getting a bit carried away, but let's praise the players. Someone's asked if I'm sunburned. No, I'm just so excitable the blood is rushing to my head, I'm afraid. Garcia, Cliff, Shirley. Yes! Come on! In off the woodwork. He learned from last time. He reconfigured his angles a little bit. He's hit the exact same post, but it's a different fate. Utrecht trying to play the ball out from the back again. Faye wins it. Garcia with a really... That was harder than the other finish. Come on. Come on. Praise the players some more. We've had 34% of the ball, but we're bullying them. I will say, they're playing Iqbal at half-back. Now, I don't want to tell their manager how to play. That's questionable. A win here is worth £500,000. Like, it's worth so much to win a game. Are you Lynx in disguise? I can't go with it, chat. Are they lions in disguise? They're wearing orange, to be fair. Azarkan, Jenna. Miles wide. Miles wide. We've already made £7.8 million off Europe this year. Imagine any more. Oh, Faye. Oh, my gosh. What a goal, son. What a goal. He scored a banger in the league. He scores a banger here. It's from point A to point B. Angel launches it. Cliff Garcia, well, he leaps. He doesn't even touch it. And Faye just thinks, I'll have a go then, Gaffer. Half an hour in, it's 3-0. Half an hour into this game, we are 3-0 up. Who is in goal for them? This is their goalie. These are not shitters, pardon my French. Like, this is a legitimate footballing institution we're playing. Oh, imagine another Andre the Giant. Andre! He's not there. It'd be great for Andre to score because he's Dutch and he was playing in the Dutch amateur leagues a year ago. He's doing a pirouette. Maradona, I think, is offside there. I mean, did Angel get the assist? Angel actually got the assist on that last one. Chat, they're really trying to play the ball out from the back here, and Jenna's lost it for them like twice already. Andre wins the header. Every loose ball is Apex. Every loose ball is ours, Grovesy. Valenzuela, that's an awful touch. What are they doing? I don't know. I don't care. It's 4! It's 4! Stop the count. They're already dead. It's a perfect hat-trick for Faye. Right foot, left foot, header. He's actually got a perfect hat-trick for us. This is why he's our best player. He's left the Senegal Academy of Generation Foot. I've sold him the dream of Gibraltar. He's definitely going to want to go play for a Champions League club next year, and I'm going to be fuming. But let us enjoy him right now. We're 4 goals up from an XG of 1.65. Like, don't be mistaken. We've got a bit lucky and taken our chances. Give him the Ballon d'Or. Give him the Ballon d'Or. I don't even know what's just happened here. Also, why is it going to piss colour the game? Middle mouse in and out. Fix the colour. There we go. Okay. Weird sunsets in the Netherlands. What can I say? I'm stressed. But nothing's happening. This is brilliant. Al Hassan, mate, you can come off for Figueroa. Dutch oven on. Imagine just being able to sub on the Dutch oven in Netherlands. What a great situation. I don't really want to change anything else. This is one of those games where everyone's just played so well. I think we just leave it. Like, you just take your hands off the wheel, you know? Football Manager Gods, take the wheel. I think I've done my job here. Quieter half, but we do not care. Faye doesn't have a release clause, chat. He's here for 2 years with an optional extension. Dutch oven! Imagine if Dutch oven had scored against Utrecht. It would have been beautiful. 20 minutes left here. Garcia, Cliff. Dutch oven heads over. We're knocking on the door of the 5th. Maradona's a bit tired. You know what? Ricky Ryan on you come. Mason Groves off. I'll move Williams to defensive mid and then bring in Ulrich at centre-back. I think that's the most sensible thing to do here. Dutch oven can go for a roam. I mean, the other thing is, wins in games like this is going to help our club reputation a lot. I mean, imagine if we make the knockouts. Imagine. Yeah, goal difference. Good point, actually. Goal difference is really important in the Europa League stage as well, where you can end up with a lot of teams tied on points at the end. And there's a likelihood we are going to lose games, and like our goal difference could take a battering. So pumping up here would be great. Ryan, that's not the ball, son. That is just not the ball. Azkaban. Shouldn't he be... Lock him up. Lock him up. Iqbal. Yeah, okay, he's quite good, isn't he? He's quite... I mean, 4-1. Well done. We don't have to pay a clean sheet bonus. Come on. I'm not watching the replay. I don't need to. We're still going to win. Yeah, Azkaban got an assist. What of it? 3 minutes out of time. Come. Is it going to go? Andre the Giant's lurking at the near post. He wants a goal on home soil. He's not got it yet. He could still. Garcia. Cliff. It's 5. Don't scratch your eyes. That will potentially do permanent damage, but you're not seeing things. Utrecht have taken one hell of a beating. In our first European campaign, we have 4 points in the league stage of the Europa League from games against Utrecht and Athletic Bilbao. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Nothing else needed. Don't elaborate, lads. Job's done. Wow. Cliff Garcia doing it in Europe and Faye just showing he's worth the money. Chat room 4th. Look at the teams around us. Look at the teams around us. 540,000. Give me more money. Give me more money. Faye, Saliou, my beautiful friend. Like this guy, chat, he could be the boy. Trigger the contract extension. Have another year at the club. 1 more year. Just want to let you know that Faye's been hinting at a potential departure as you extended his contract when he wasn't interested. What do you mean? You just had the game of your life, son. Why would Pak Kuk Chol be the man to resolve this? He's our under-18 goalkeeper who's from North Korea. I'll discuss it with him. What can I do for you? You haven't seemed yourself around the place the last few days. I literally triggered it 5 minutes ago and we're still in the Netherlands. You literally arrived at... Chat, he arrived 2 weeks ago. He arrived 2 weeks ago. I don't want to lose you. What's it going to take to keep you here? I feel like my game will stagnate if I don't play alongside better players. You arrived 2 weeks ago! Show some faith in the youngsters. Can't afford to waste any more of my career waiting. I'm not going to actively sell you, but you have my word that I won't stand in your way if a reasonable bid can be negotiated. Oh, God, what's a reasonable number? £20,000! £20,000! You know what? I'm going to chat. I never condone doing this, but this is Football Manager being stupid. I want 10 million. 22,000 is more reasonable. Know what I'm going to do, chat? I'm going to say I'll sell him for 22,000 and I'm just going to set an asking price of 18,000 so no one ever bids enough. And some people will say this is exploiting the game, lowering the asking price below what you offer to sell him for. I'd be inclined to agree, but in this situation, the game is actively fucking me, so I will fuck it back. And I hope that's acceptable. Yeah, yeah, for another year, mate. He's got chat. He can cry all he wants. He's got another 27 months there, as far as I'm concerned. I'm fuming. I mean, that's really ruined the moment, hasn't it, really? We've got £8.3 million in the bank now. £8.3 million. 8.3 million. 8.3. I'm just going to say it louder for the people in the back. Our next Europa League game isn't for ages. I'm probably not going to get to do that today. No, I'm sad because I've had such good fun doing these ones until Saliou Faye ruined it. Right, let's rotate things in the league anyway. I'm fuming, chat. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Europa Point are bad. Like, they're really bad. So I think I can rotate the team here. Which is probably good because Mons Calpe are decent. St. Joseph's and Man 62 are good too. Did that win get as many coefficient points? Good question. Study the coefficient. Chat, what was our coefficient before? Can anyone remember? 4.1. That's very big. I feel like before it was at 3 point something. I think it's gone up by a whole point. I think it's a 1.0 increase, which might not sound like a lot, but that now puts us ahead of Lithuania and Latvia. Every place could matter, chat. And Luxembourg. Like, wins in Europe. If we could just get a few more wins, we could drag Gibraltar up in 1 year. I mean, the coefficient is rising this year. It's a good time to be a fan of Gibraltarian football. That's what I'm going to say. I am going to rotate the team here. MOD chat does get to play league games this year. For the MOD fans out there, I know you guys exist. We'll put Bonsu on the bench. I think. You know what? I'm dropping Ricky Ryan. Cliff Garcia chat. Right wing. Let's give Bonsu a start. Bring in Suazo. Bring in Figueroa. Dutchovan and MOD. Valenzuela is suspended for our next European game, but I should probably give him a rest anyway. Valentino Diaz chat can play right back and is left-footed. And it really triggers me that I have to play him at right back. But needs must for the sake of rotation. You know what? Andre can start. I want Andre to get goals again. Hypothetically, if someone bid 22k for Faye and you lower the bid to 10k and rejected it, would he get pissed? I think the game would know about the initial offer of 22,000. To be clear, chat, what I've done with Faye there, I would not normally do if I was doing a YouTube video. But I feel like in the context of what's just happened, yeah, I've triggered the contract early. He's been here 2 weeks. He can't complain about me triggering a clause that's in a contract that he signed 2 weeks ago. IMO. Either way, he's happy that I've promised I'll sell him if a bid comes in. I'm not asking for that much. That bid will never come in, I hope. How much was the Delgado sell on? £700,000. Which, ironically, chat, we've made as much as we made from the Delgado sell on in the first 2 European games. Right, Europa point at bottom. Play the B team. That's my mindset right now. What did I have for dinner tonight? Pulled pork with nachos. Pulled pork, homemade guac, homemade salsa. Yeah, pulled pork. And these sweet potato, it's like fried sweet potato slices. It was good food. They've got Ramage up front, chat. Ram 9 is back. Ram 9 up front for them. How's he doing these days? He was our hero for... he was our hero for 3 years. I'll use the term hero very loosely. Oh, they've got Duarte in their team as well. I'll tell you what, if he scores a header, I'm going to be fuming. He's the only man who can jump as high as Andre the Giant in the whole world of Gibraltarian football. Figueroa, Ramon. Probably should put low crosses on here if they've got Duarte, I realise. Let's do that now. Even though we're probably about to score after 3 minutes with mixed crosses. That's not the point. It's offside. It's offside. Did I sleep on the couch? I didn't. Wok graciously didn't murder me in the night the other night, chat, and allow me to sleep in the bed. So that's good. Duarte will push Cliff in the box. I can believe it. All right, Dutch Evans on the loose ball. Chat, I need to go to bed soon. I keep forgetting that the Australian Grand Prix is on early, and I need to actually sleep a little. Oh, okay. MOD does that. Okay, the Ministry of Defence. He's cancelled the ceasefire. He has shot the first shot, and it's in the back of the net. This is quite nice. MOD, where does he arrive from? No one sees him. Boom. We love it. Also, I've become quite fond of the sideline replays on goals. Should I be using that in videos? I appreciate not everyone who watches the stream is a normal work the space video watcher. What is Dale Coling doing in goal? Dale, I've given you one chance and you've let me down. Is her name actually not Wok? It'd be a bit mental if my wife was first name was Wok, considering she has the handle Wok the Space. How am I going to wake up without waking up Wok? Probably not. Who's Bonsu? We signed him last transfer window. Not today, like last time. He's a young Ghanaian forward released by Nordsjælland. Stream FM until the F1 starts. You know what, chat? I don't fancy staying up for 30 hours straight. So I won't be doing that. My first name is Work, though, chat. That is true. True story. Brito. Ethan. Easy, Tiger. I am worried, chat, that in this kind of game where I rotate the team heavily because of the extra matches we play, like, my players mess it up. And against, like, a really bad team in Europa Point. Like, they lost 8-0 to Magpies. Like, we just don't beat them. It is concerning. Swazo. Swazo has such a fun name. Inside. Bonsu! What's the name of baby Pseudo-Wudo in Pokemon? Is it Bonsai? Bonsai? I think of Bonsai when I see Bonsu. He's like a little bonsai tree in the middle. He's quaint, he's a bit small, but he's unsuspecting. He's going to grow slowly into a little beast for us. Bonsley! It's Bonsley, thank you. I knew it wasn't Bonsu. Bonsley. It's close, you know, it's close enough. It's only one letter difference. Or two. But that's not the point. Oh, Cliff. I feel a bit weird playing Cliff in the wide area, but he can do the job there. Figueroa. Bang it. Nearly went in. I can't be annoyed. How about you give us remote control? I do not trust anyone from Twitch chat or YouTube chat on my PC to run my stream. Can you imagine? How quickly, chat, would you guys be given free roam to control my PC? How quickly would I be banned off all streaming platforms for someone loading up some FW video? I think it'd happen quickly. That is a nuts goal by Figueroa. Figueroa loves a banger. Figueroa loves a banger. That is a mad goal. Ram 9 could never, I'm afraid to say. Dutch Oven, wide, Brito, Figueroa. It feels weird having like such a rotated team in league games, but like still being good. I mean, I don't really like the rotated team in terms of the overall quality, but if it works, you know? Magpies did beat these 8-0, so it'd be quite nice to score a few more. Chilling. 3-1 up. I'm pleased. Cliff, let yourself down there, son. You go have a break. Al Hassan on. I know Faye kicked up a stink chat. I'm bringing him on at half-time. I want him to know that he's important to me. We'll do Jack Proud and resign. That's what you would do if you were playing an accurate work the space playthrough. Al Hassan. Faye's just come on. Chat, is Faye too good? We are actually good now, White Will Smith. We are actually good. We actually won some... Well, we just beat FC Utrecht and drew against Athletic Bilbao in Europe, which are two massive overperformances. But we're not going to complain. By the way, Brito at left-back actually looks competent. He might end up playing a lot of league games this year. Alongside, to be fair, Dale Colen in goal. Because they can go into the starting 11 and make up the homegrown quota for me without dropping the quality. Nearly scored another. Has Andre scored yet this year? I feel like he's been a bit quiet. What is MOD doing? Okay, we're going back. This is so nice. That's so nice. It's all so good. What is that? Chat, we actually play great football. He's scored another. He's doing a cartwheel. He's telling me he's unhappy midweek about his contract. Then he's just a pissing cartwheel. He annoys me. It's a great finish as well. It's a really good finish. It's a really good goal. He reckons he's worth £22,000. Praise the players some more. We're chilling. That Faye bloke's quite good, isn't he? I keep just subbing him on in league games. Bonsu, go on, my son. Look at him, our little Ghanaian. Has he got curtains for a haircut? It's not a good look, mate. Get a trim. Figueroa, dancing. Chat, someone needs to investigate him. Are we sure? Is this a legal transfer we pulled off of Saliou? Like, he scored another. Like, Faye is absolutely different gravy. Like, okay. It's 6-1. Surprised you're not setting up to repeat the Delgado deal. Well, the thing is, the Delgado deal was worth £700,000. We now have £8 million in the bank. Like, the reality is that with Faye, I think what he can earn me in terms of money for European performances and progression is worth more than what I can sell him for, which I couldn't really say for Delgado. Also, is he about to take a penalty? No, Al Hassan's taking the penalty. Why is Al Hassan on the penalty? Oh, because he's already got his hat-trick. I didn't even realise he's scored a hat-trick there. I lost count. Does height matter at centre-back? Jumping reach is how high a player jumps, not height. But it depends on your level. It depends on what your other centre-back's like. Also, if a player's got good jumping reach but bad bravery and aggression, they're not necessarily going to use it. I want 8. Magpie scored 8. Figueroa. Dutch oven. Chat, we're so good. We're better. Guess another. More! You know the Kylo Ren? More! That's me right now. What's Faye worth? Like £20,000 because reputation is lagging behind massively. That pass by Dutch Oven, by the way. Sensational. Also, Figueroa's on a 10. Faye's only on a 9.5. Fraud. Oh, my word. Duarte, chat, with 19 jumping reach and nearly scored the header. Imagine being a Europa Point fan. Like, they've conceded 16 goals in the last 2 games. It's the first 2 games of the end. It's not like, oh, well, we'll get relegated and find our level next year. No, you're stuck with us for eternity. Oh, it's 9. Why do people look for height at centre-back, though? Because a centre-back needs to be good in the air, ideally. Like, set pieces, it's important. A tall centre-back will have a bigger reach. It's more difficult to run around a guy with longer legs. Which sounds bloody obvious, but I think sometimes people don't really think about stuff like that. We did concede, chat. We are washed. We conceded a goal. How long am I going to be streaming for? Not much longer, chat. I think I might do one more game today. And I will be having a day off tomorrow. I've got to be up in, 6.5 hours for the Formula 1. What kind of idiot stays up? Well, does he stay up, goes to bed and gets up at 3:30 a.m. for a sport? Idiot. Absolutely. Just a moron. Oh, it's an international break. Right, let's give the spacebar a workout. There actually won't be a stream tomorrow, chat. I've got movie night. And there's the cup final. I played a rotated team in that last game, didn't I, as well? I wonder how long before some of our Americans get called up for America. Because if they don't, then it'd be quite nice to be quite nice to play them in the Gibraltar national team if they ever have a chance. F1 Live, I'll be watching it live. I don't watch reruns. I was up at 5 a.m. this morning to watch quali. I woke up at 4:20. That's when I set my alarm for. MOD chat has taken up Gibraltar nationality, so he can become an EU citizen. Can we clap him? That's big for him. He can have a future in Europe now without work permits being a problem. What's the movie? Actually, I don't know if we're doing a movie night tomorrow. I think we might be playing Split Fiction. What can I? I'm not going to watch the rerun of the F1 chat. It's never the same. People tweet me when stuff happens. Oh yeah, I did make a promise about improving the coaching team. Can we have another coach, please? If we can't, that's really going to shaft me. Please. Why is my board like so against anything, chat? Oh, I've actually begged for it. I've actually begged for it. It's worked. Excellent news. I'll tell you what, the quality of our coaching is going to skyrocket after this year. Like, when I can actually offer people proper full-time contracts, that's big. So I'm doing the fitness and set-piece coaching. What do I want to improve? Probably defending. Defending tactical and technical would be a good improvement, I think, here. I mean, eventually we'll improve these all. Right now, chat, I only have 2 coaches and me. How funny is that? Imagine a Europa League team with just 4 coaches in the squad. Roy Cipollina. Roy's actually very, very good. Roy! He wants 850 quid. I can't afford that. How much do you want? 3,100! Okay. We're going to have to lower this slightly and hope someone's a more reasonable human being. Travis wants 250 quid. Chat, these people want so much money. Okay, we found someone who will actually do the job. And it's only a short-term deal too. As a new player to FM, would you recommend waiting for FM 25? No. Because we don't even know when the next FM is. FM 26 won't be out for another, 8 months at the earliest. I think we're very fortunate, chat, with the FM 25 delay. The FM 24 is as good as it is. I'm not going to pretend it's flawless. And the match engine can become a little predictable, especially when it's all the very most elite players. But in general, it's a very good football manager. Look at the graph, chat. You remember when we came out of debt that time and I was really happy because we sold a clause? That was there. I wish I could zoom in on the graph more. Like, our income doesn't even show as a blip for previous months. And then this month, it's just like, here's the money. Can scout budget be used to find staff with nationalities that are outside the scouting range? I believe staff searching uses the same scouting package, but I'm not sure. Okay, Spooner's joining. That fulfilled the promise. Excellent. And the training facilities have been upgraded. Oh, chat, it's all coming up Millhouse. It's all coming up Millhouse. Spooner. Boom, boom. You know what? You just do that. I probably should replace Jevon Parody at some point. He's not really contributing anything to the football club. For now, we'll use him just to lower the workload, even though the workload isn't high anyway because we're part-time. FM24 is way too easy. I don't think it's any easier than previous editions. Right? You've probably just got better at Football Manager in the last year and a half that this game's been out. Just rank all the FMs you can play. This is gonna be a chat. This might be a really unpopular opinion. I'm not sure. I don't think Football Manager gets worse any year. That could be different with this coming year, but like for the last decade plus, Football Manager has just been like consistently, steadily improving. Like if you want me to rank the best Football Managers, in my opinion, it's just gonna be a list of the games in order for the last decade. Like, there's never a time where I play a new Football Manager and think, I'm going back to the old one, this one's shite. And if there is something that's a minor downgrade in one area, I think it's always upgraded in others. I asked for the update for the more staff El Tour because I made a promise to some players to get more coaches in. I'd agree with that, Jub. I think a lot of people have a favourite FM just based on they had a really good save game with that FM. Is that a fair assessment? I feel like that's kind of the norm. Like if I was going to rank my FMs, I feel like I have a very different relationship with my Football Manager saves in a weird way. Like I never really compare them to one another, and I feel like I am perhaps objective to a fault over them when it comes to like how I approach them. Saliou Faye chat already hates me, but he's not training well. You know what? We'll praise his last game because he did play well last game. Then I'll criticise his training because he's not been doing well there. Have you, mate? You know that. But I will praise your conduct because you've been trying really hard, and I respect that. Right, Mons Calpe is the last game today, chat. They are one of the professional teams in the nation. They finished 4th last year, 3rd the 2 previous years. They've started the year with 2 defeats. They're in a bad spot because they're financially not like well off. They missed out on European football, and they've had European money for like the previous few years. So like if they miss out on Europe, they're going to be in a downward spiral. Because they have players on professional contracts and are paying professional money, but they're not playing at a professional level. I feel like I'm going to go full strength here from the off. I want to annihilate them because, you know, they caused me pain over the years, Mons Calpe. FM is a game people play for a week, then never come back. I don't think that's true. I think you're just waffling, Jack. I'm going to be honest, mate. Football Manager chat has some of the best retention of any video game. If you look at it, even now in the Steam charts, it'll be in the top 100 most played games very comfortably, which for a game that got its last update over a year ago and is a single-player experience that a lot of people play offline as well, it's fine. Right. Andre the Giant inside to Williams. That's easy, isn't it? I'm sorry to the mini clip fans. I'd like to apologise to the fans of mini clip because I do feel like I've bullied your team today. How did Europe go? It went pretty well. We've been, we've done well in Europe this year so far. We got a draw against Bilbao, which was mad, and then a win against Utrecht. Yeah, 62,000 people playing the game at the moment. Oh, I have no doubt, chat, there's people who try FM for the first time and get overwhelmed. But and then never play again. But that's very different to the suggestion people play it for a week and then never play it again. The people who play FM for a week and have the patience to push through that barrier, I think they're hooked on it for a long time. Even if they only play it for like one edition, they'll play that one edition like crazy. We're doing all right, though. They've got Warwick in goal. I've just realised. That's our former man, Warwick. Has Hassan got a new club? I haven't actually checked. Should we check? I want to check. I've not actually checked on our boys from last year. Hassan. Chat, he's playing for Hound Dogs. He's gone to play for the futsal team in Gibraltar. You know what? That makes me feel happy. What about Lee Boxey? Oh, chat, have they all just gone to play for Hound Dogs? Lee Boxey and Hassan have just gone to play for Hound Dogs, the futsal team. In the vanilla database, they actually play in the Reserve League in Gibraltar. But because of this database, the Reserve League's overhauled and there's 12 teams in it, they got kicked out and dropped out. So in Football Manager, they just exist as a team that don't ever play in the league, but do exist in Gibraltar. But in real life, they're known for being like the good futsal team in Gibraltar. So it's quite funny that all our players just go to play for them on amateur deals. They've stayed in Gibraltar, that's true. Lee Boxey, chat, could end up being a Gibraltar international. Just saying. Hassan's declared for Bangladesh, sadly. Love how all the teams in Gibraltar sound like they belong in Ted Lasso. There is definitely an element of that, isn't there? Like Hound Dogs. Just, to be fair, I think a lot of them are just like, you know, pub teams and teams founded by mates. I'm now thinking about all the different teams. They just don't sound like Bruno's Magpies. Just doesn't sound like a team. Lynx FC. Lions FC. Man 62. I mean, it sounds like a weird Pez team, doesn't it? Where they didn't get the name for Manchester United. Right, Garcia, please finish it. I'll tell you what, Warwick, our former goalkeeper, was cack, weren't he? What, did he ever play well for me? Don't mind me, I'm just dunking on one of our former players, because why not? Is he in their under 23? He's actually in their under 23s. Yeah, I mean, he conceded 18 in 5 for us. He's not done much better for them. I'm going to skip the replays because I just feel bad. I feel like it's going to be so weird managing the squad with the European games than these games. To be fair, with Warwick, the 18 goals conceded in 5 games, the defence around him was fairly shit. Like, it wasn't just a skill issue for him. Also, Maradona let that go through his legs there. Did you see that? That's a pen, surely. Okay, he's dived. Maradona has dived. Interesting. Is Gibraltar in the Schengen area? It is. I believe it's in the I think it counts as in the Schengen area. I've been to Gibraltar, and I'm now trying to think if I had to go through like extra security. Obviously, they have a border with Spain. I think it is considered Schengen. I'm not 100% sure. Jack, favourite mini-clip game? If we're going to exclude the obvious ones like RuneScape and Club Penguin. Club Penguin, to be fair, wasn't my age range. It was like Robot Arena, which was a banger back in the day. I loved Motherload. Motherload was my mini-clip game of choice. Maradona, that's deflected in. What is that? Can we discuss that? What was... 8-ball pool was also a banger on mini clip back in the day. That's like pinged off the defender's head and just flown into the top corner. Okay. There's a game I used to enjoy playing years ago, chat, called Slop Skier. I think it was called Slop Skier. You like had to draw lines for a ski man to ski on. I don't think it was on mini clip though. I think it was on a different site for games. I don't even know if the game was called Slopskier. That's just how I vocalised it. But it's like when you're a little kid and you learn the Pokemon from playing the games and you've never heard them said, and then they say the names of the anime and you're like, well, I've been saying Bulbasaur wrong for the last 2 years. That was Lime Rider. I'm pretty sure there was a game called Slopskier as well, but that's probably a similar premise. Oh, it was on... I think I found the game. There's an ad. No, don't make me watch an ad. I want to play this game on stream now. Well, this... I don't even know if this will work. Does it go full screen? Should we see if this works, chat? Oh. Don't mind me. I've not played this game in years, so I'll probably be bad. Oh, right. You have to... Oh, the music. This is probably copyright. Why is it so loud? Oh, God, I paused up. Oh, we're so bad. Why is it so loud? Okay, you know what? Let's play Football Manager. That's the game. My character died, now it plays funeral music. Okay, there you go. There's Slopskier. Fun game. Sorry that was so loud, chat. Definitely lost monetization on the stream. I don't even know. Surely that music's just copyright free. If I get demonetized, I'm right into the dev of Slopskier. I'm fuming. Can you play Motherload? I've not played Motherload in years. I can't really remember the rules of Motherload. I just remember the ending of the game being that the guy's been looking after is the devil. Spoilers for Motherload, by the way. Like, and his name was Was his name Natas, which is Satan spelt backwards? That's the biggest plot twist of all. That top 10 anime betrayals. Apologies, by the way, for how loud that Slopskier segment was. It's a web browser game. I opened it, didn't know how loud it was going to be. I had fun playing it for 2 minutes for nostalgia. Then I remembered I'm a professional football manager player. I don't have time for kiddie games. We play spreadsheets in this house. Maradona. Oh, Al Hassan? We'll take that. Okay, right. Kids on. Kids, Swazo, on you come. Dylan Borge can come on. You know what? Let's bring in Key. Jay Key, come on down, son. Ethan Brito for a game of Valerino. Chat, you can't say I'm not developing Gibraltar. I've brought on all the 4 homegrown players. Fifol, mate, thank you very much for subbing. Apologies, the alerts are not playing music today, so I'll play... I'll play soundboard clip for you. Mark Vidu, etc. Key is still here because he's the only homegrown club player in the history of Gibraltar Apex right now. Outside of players that generated here. Next year, Diaz will get homegrown at club, so that'll be big. And then the year after that, homegrown players will no longer be an issue. I saw Mother's Day cards at the shop and panicked thinking it was tomorrow, so I bought one and some chocolates, and it's not for 2 weeks. There's your reminder if you're in the... Is it that UK Mother's Day? Because I think Mother's Day varies around the world. Mother's Day in 2 weeks, everyone. Get it in your diary. Oh, I am very excited for the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3-4 remake. Can anyone remember when the 1-2 remake came out and for like a week I just streamed the game? I'm hoping my contacts that I had made from that last game still work at Activision, even though obviously it's now Activision Blizzard and obviously bought by Xbox and stuff. Well, I say that actually. I think that bit, I don't even know. It probably don't work there anyway. It was years ago. It was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Maybe I can find someone who works for the PR team at Activision who can hook me up with the early access that we had before. Did I ever get past the Yeti on the ski-free Windows 95 game? I'll be honest, Matty. I was born in 93. But I remember using PC with Windows 98. I don't think I've had to use 95. If it helps, Shazam identified the song on the game as Speed Metal Messiah by Joe Stumps. I'm pretty sure it won't be copyright free. Oh, God. It was a good run, everyone. It was a good run. You know, if the stream isn't monetized on YouTube, please give me your channel memberships and free Twitch Prime and Twitch subs. I need to be able to feed Wok. Well, she feeds me, but I need to be able to pay for the ingredients that see me get fed. Maradona with 2. Only 5-0. Unsub. Next game in 4 days. Chat, that was actually our full-strength team that played that game there. I mean, pre-season, Mons Calpe were predicted 5th. They've lost their first 3 games. They could be screwed. Repaz, thank you very much. I appreciate the 25. Thank you, thank you. Right, chat, I'm going to wrap things up there because we've got the F1 to wake up for bright and early. If you're an F1. If you're not an F1 fan, don't wake up for it because that would be silly to wake up at 3. Well, it starts at 4. I'm going to get up at 3:30. Today's been an absolute blast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Good to just kind of get the season rolling a little bit. I feel like Europa League games are going to mean that the seasons do take longer now, but that should be fun. And the fact that the Europa League stage is as long as it is, like, drawn out, means there's a lot to play for throughout really probably the next few streams. I can confirm no stream tomorrow no matter what, but we will be back on Monday midday. So make sure to check that out. Really appreciate all of you who've hung out with me today. If you watch the F1, enjoy getting up for it. If you're a sane individual who's not a moron like the people who watch F1 at stupid o'clock in the morning, have a nice lie-in. When you wake up, think of me and my Monster Energy drink and me shaking, trying to stay awake for the day. Anyway, I'm going to hit this button. We're back on Monday. I love you all. Have a lovely weekend.